Welcome. This is TechWorks NC Series Nurse Call System Technical Training, Part 1. I am Mark Dundas, and I'll be your host. This is a technical training series designed for those that want to know the details of our NC Series Nurse Call product. We assume that you've got a basic understanding. We don't think we need to tell you what a nurse call is, but this will tell you the details of the TechWorks NC Nurse Call. This is a 4-part series. This is part 1, product and system overview. If you'd like to pause this presentation and go to our website, there is a presentation handout that you can print and take notes. There will also be a certification test available at the end of this. If you'd like to take all 4 parts of the test and submit them to TechWorks, we will be happy to certify you as a certified TechWorks Nurse Call installer. So what is NC Series by TechWorks? It is a tone visual nurse call system designed to work from one single standalone station to a system comprised of 256 total stations. This is a UL listed 1069 system designed for healthcare facilities. Who uses it? It's mainly designed for outpatient medical facilities. It can be an emergency call system. It can do standalone restrooms, again, one station, day surgeries, rehab centers, skilled nursing, and assisted living. Outpatient clinic emergency call, what does that mean? In a standalone restroom, you might have a single pull station and a single dome light outside of the room, outside of the restroom. These pull stations have both a pull string and a push for help button. The dome light is very unique in this system and is the heart and soul of the system. It is available with and without a tone. We also make 2-color versions of our dome light. These are typically used in exam and therapy rooms where you want something like a help button and a staff location. Day surgeries are a big part of what we do. So in the operating rooms, you'll have code blue lights, code blue buttons. We make a code blue button with a staff assist. So you got 2 levels of call, all from a single wall plate. We also make kick or bump code blue buttons, vandal-proof code blue buttons, so that if your hands are busy or you got stuff on your hands, you can bump or kick the code blue button. We also make stations and dome lights for pre-op and post-op applications. These bed stations are available with a built-in code blue button and the patient jack. They're also built with a staff assist button if that's preferable. If you don't want to do code blue, you can do staff assist on this station. Annunciation. So basic annunciation is a simple light system. We use LED wall or desk mount annunciators. The desk mount is a enclosure option. We also make this available on TVs with computer graphics and any network display device. That means a smart TV, a computer screen, tablets, anything that can display on a network. We also can send SMS text messages to any phone, any carrier. The TechWorks system is designed using a proprietary light pipe, which gives you excessive light out of a single element. Each dome light has 4 individual elements. They can all be the same color. They can all be different colors, depending on which dome light you purchase. But the dome light is the key. The NCDL12RSCT is red. That's what the R stands for. And it is a single color, 2-station inputs, meaning you can hook a bed and a bath to that station. This is our DL22 RW, red on top, white on bottom. First letter always means the top color, bottom is always the second letter. 2-color, 2-station. Again, bed and a bath, but separate indication, where this would just be flashing for the bath and steady for the bed. this would be flashing on top red for the bath and steady white for the bed, as an example. There's many variations, lots of different choices. Let's talk about what makes this system unique. It was designed to use either modern cabling systems or old retrofit cabling systems. In other words, you might not need to pull new cable in the facility. So let's talk real quick. What's unique about this is our dome light, again, is the key. It's the room controller. It talks down that single old annunciator wire that used to come from the dome light to the old light type annunciator panel. Well, we take that same wire and we talk to our control module with it, and we can do up to 18 different kinds of signals from a dome light down to that control module. The power and flash clock is common to all dome lights. So this can either be individual conductors like an old school wiring system, or you can run this down to Cat5. You can run Cat5 wiring from each dome light to the control module, or as I said, old repurposed wiring. We'll talk more about that. Power supply is 24 volts DC at the control module. The station wiring is 4 conductors. Again, this is intentional to be able to communicate with a call assurance light over old style wiring. So there's a lot of old systems out there that didn't have a call assurance light. They might have had 2 buttons on them or 2 call status, but they did not have a call assurance light. We added the call assurance light as a phantom down the cancel wire to be able to accommodate that type of old wiring, because sometimes it's stuck in the wall, it's in 2x4s and you can't get it out. The zone light connect to the control module via either 3 or 4 conductors, depending on how many functions you want out there at the zone module. The network, this is the power of our system, is the TechWorks proprietary twisted pair network, which talks from control module to control module and annunciator to annunciator. This gives you a variety of communication devices as to what's going on in these control modules. So it's all communicated from one to the other and to many other network devices over this twisted pair network. Let's talk about standalone rooms, because this is something that is very powerful. We're the only one I know of that can get this small. Because this dome light has a built-in flash clock, it can be a standalone system without a control module, no control module. Just add a local power supply to get some power to it, and it has everything else that's needed to support 2 stations. No one other than TechWorks that I'm aware of can deliver a full UL 1069 listed system with a single dome light and 1 station. Let's talk about the next step. 16 rooms on old wire. So the old wire, you had 3 conductors circulating from dome light to dome light, and then each station had an individual wire going to an old lamp annunciator. We can reuse that. This is the old wiring that Rolland used, Duquesne used, and Executone used. So if you get into an application where you can't rewire the building, or you feel the wire might be good and you don't need to, this system will accommodate that old wire. New installations, a simple Cat5 or Cat6 home from each dome light to the control module. So every room is a home run. Day surgery, skilled nursing, rehab, and assisted living. This system meets all of those needs. All of those needs. Up to 256 rooms on a single system. The power of the TechWorks network allows tying multiple control modules together over the TechWorks proprietary network. This is that twisted pair network. Ties them all together. You can expand the system as required. So you got up to 16 control modules, each with 16 inputs, for a total of 256 stations on a single system. You can use repurposed wire, as I said, or Cat5 home runs. and the system can be segmented per annunciator. So if this was a 16-point annunciator, it'd only have 16 lights. This happens to be a 32-point. But if it were a 16-point, this annunciator would correspond to one of these control modules, 16 inputs. However, if you use a 32, as shown here, this accommodates two control modules. So 16 on one half and another control module 16 on the next half. Local zone lights can be added and duty stations. Let's talk about the IMR. The IMR is not a part of the UL 1069 listed system. It is an accessory. You can add an IMR wherever you need to share relevant information. So once you've got a system design that meets UL 1069, you can just simply plug an IMR in and add pocket paging. You can add tablets. You can add text messaging. Every button in a system can be assigned a separate text message to one or more cell phone numbers. Any phone, any carrier. Or you can do digital signage. Put a map of your facility up on the wall and a legend as to what the light colors or the placement of lights is and means. This can be displayed on TV screens or computers. So anything that's connected to your network, anything IP, it could be wired, it could be wireless, this computer screen can become a display. That means that PCs become not only a display, but also admin terminals. All connections are password controlled. What does that mean? That means that not everybody can change anything in the system. It can just be a view only where staff can look at the status and find out where each other are. So very, very powerful, very flexible. Tools to help you. All of our technical support, including our technical training, our documentation is all available online at techworks-usa.com. That includes product brochures, specifications for architects and engineers. Design and quote assistance is always available, and technical assistance through our training and our installation manuals. Next up is part 2. So thank you for your time today, and continue on with this training and learn more about the parts and pieces.